Hey, grade 4. So today you're going to be using Google Drawings. And I know some of you have used Google Drawings for the mosaics, but today we're going to draw with it, which is really cool to do. So I am going to show you how to do that. And for those of you that don't know how to get Google, to go to Google Drawings, I'm going to show you how to do that too. So we need to go to Google. So the first thing we need to do is you need to get to your internet. So we always hit this plus sign to get to our internet. And I'm going to go to Google because my internet doesn't automatically go to Google. Then once we are in Google, we go to these little dots. And the little dots, you're probably going to have a little circle here that's going to have, like, if it was Camden, it would have a C in it. If it was Jacob, it would have a J in it. Sadie's would have an S in it. Carly's would have a C in it. Mason's would have an M in it. So we're going to click on these little dots and we click on our drive and our drive opens up. You have to wait for everything to open before we do the next step. So it says my drive and then all of your files are going to open. Mine takes longer because I have a lot of stuff in my Google Drive. Yours is not going to take as long. So we have to wait for it to open. So once our Google Drive is open, we go to new and it's this plus sign right under the word drive in the triangle. We go to this plus sign and click on new. So I clicked on new. I'm going to click on more and I click on Google Drawings and Google Drawings opens up. And we have this square. We want to go and we're going to make a drawing. So I'm going to get a shape. I'm going to start with a rectangle. I'm going to make it maybe the sky in my picture. So if I'm going to make it the sky, maybe I want my sky to come down that far. And we want to go to this paint can. I'm going to make my sky that really cool color. If I don't want my sky to have a border, I go to this pencil and I make it transparent. Now I'm going to go to my shapes again because I'm going to put the ground in my picture. And I'm going to make my ground meet the sky. We have to have that horizon line. And I'm going to put the ground all the way across. And now I'm going to go pick a color for my ground. I like that nice green. Again, we need to give it a transparent border. So that way, when I click, my sky and my ground line up and there's not a border in between them. Maybe I want a sun now. You have a couple of options. You could pick the actual sun or you could draw your sun. I'm going to draw my sun. So I need a circle. So I'm going to put a circle right here. And I am going to give my circle the color I want it. Now this time I could give my circle border that same yellow. And now maybe I want to give my circle some rays. So I'm going to go to my line tool and I'm going to make a line. Now here, that's not a very big line. So if I wanted to make my lines bigger, I come to where it says line weight and I can make my line that big. If I want to give my line a, oops, didn't want to do that. If you do something you don't want to do, you go to undo. So if I come right here, I want to give this line a color. And you're going to come here for your line color. I want to make that line that color, or maybe I just want to make them orange, or maybe I want to make them yellow. And you want to make sure they touch. If you want to draw these over and over, you can, or you could go to File, and we could go to Copy, and back under Edit, we could paste it. And then we just need to take it up here and put it there. So you could do it a couple of ways. Again, I can just go to Edit, and I can paste again because I've already copied it. And now maybe I want it there. And now I'm going to draw another one because I don't want to keep, I want to draw a new line. And you want to always make sure that you have that plus sign when you're drawing. And you just angle that however you want it. So my next line is going to go there. and I had it 4-point and I want it to be yellow. So that's one way to do it. Or your other way, you could have just actually gone and you could have gotten this sun and you could have turned that whole sun yellow and you could have given it a transparent border and your sun could have looked like that. That would have been a way to do it. And then you could have, for a tree, I could go to insert image and upload from my computer. Not from my computer, because I really don't have a tree on my computer. So I'm going to hit cancel. But I could insert image, search the web, and I could put in tree. And if you put in transparent background, and maybe I want to do that tree and insert it. And if you do transparent background, the tree won't have a background. And now I could put that tree right down here in my picture. And I'm going to get rid of all of this because I really don't need all these anymore. So the next thing I want to do, maybe I want to put a house. So I'm going to need a square. So maybe I want to draw a house over here. I could also find a house, like I just found my tree. I want my house to be, oh, let's make it this nice purple color. And if I don't like that color, I could always come down here and I could make that purple even darker like that. And then it would be even darker. So all I did was I went to custom and just move this around. So I could even go up this way and I could make it that color. And now my house needs a top. So I'm going to make a triangle. And my triangle, I want my triangle, so I'm going to stretch it and maybe I want it to come up some. And I don't want those to be the same color, so maybe I want a black triangle on the top. And now my house needs a door, so I'm going to get a rectangle. And I'm going to give my house a rectangle for a door. And all you're doing is you're holding down that shift key, or you just need to make sure. A lot of times I have to, when I do stuff like this, I have to use 2 fingers. One of them is held down constantly on my mouse and the other one moves as I do it. So I need a door handle. I'm going to do let's give my door this kind of a door handle. So my door handle might look like that on my door. And I'm going to make that a nice gold color. So it might be like that. So you're going to just keep making your picture until you are finished. So let's put some clouds in the sky. We're going to make those nice and little light gray clouds. And we're going to give that border, make it maybe a shade darker. Could even do another cloud in the sky. Maybe there's one over here. Maybe this one is a longer, thin cloud. This one could even be hiding the sun a little bit. So maybe this one is not as quite as dark, but maybe the border of it is. So this is my drawing. You could title your drawing by coming up here, and this is my landscape. And then when you are finished and ready to send it to me, you go here to share. And you're going to click on LMC. This is me. You click there and you send it to me. And you've just turned it into me. And that is how you do it. And I can't wait to see all of your wonderful drawings, because they do not have to be landscapes. Have fun.